All right, what's up, y'all? So listen, I'm reading this chapter, right? But I can't show you anything because then the video gets taken down right away. If y'all know a way I can show you guys the unblurred version, if it's on another site or something, let me know. But maybe I'll have like a link right now in the description to a site. I'm not sure if it'll work, so you guys can see the unblurred version. If it works, watch that instead of this, I'd say. All right, so we're gonna read this chapter. So, I was looking at the last one, right? I've been trying to keep up with this, but I've been thinking, right? So they introduced this character called Guinea, right? And if you look, she's eating here. This is Kuma. He calls her a glutton, right? So I remember looking at like Reddit, and everyone was thinking that's Bonnie's mom, right? And then with Bonnie, we have this whole thing where, like, if Kuma's a slave here, then why did Bonnie transform into like an old version of herself, and it looked like the old queen of what he was the king of? So it's kind of confusing in that sense, but I wonder if, this is my theory, right? I wonder if this isn't Bonnie's mom, and like the writer's just like red herring us, like just trying to throw us off with this like glutton and stuff. What if this is Luffy's mom, right? Like I remember Cray used to always describe, if they ever revealed Luffy's mom, for her to be this kind of like tomboy character, And then here, she's a slave here, and some of the surviving slaves will make the revs. So if this was Luffy's mom, and she ends up dying later down the line, it'd be kind of fitting to what Dragon ends up building. And the other thing is, when she's beating up the dude over here, pretty much she said she's 4 years older. And think about it. Okay, she said she's like 4 years older than Kuma, right? 4 years your elder. And then also, like her calling Ivan her big bro, it kind of makes Dragon's wife a part of like the closer family of the Rebs, right? So I just think it's cool if Oda introduced this character so casually, just Guinea. Not doing this like big introduction, like Guinea, whatever, slave of blah blah. Just casually in a panel, if he's just revealed Luffy's mom. Anyhow, I have to go to the next one. So how did this end? So good. So she finally gets a full belly. How long has she been a slave for? Kuma, how old were you when you became a slave? 4. Me too. Damn. My belly's actually full. What's wrong? Come on, Joe. Come on, don't cry, because they're just happy. See, it works if it's Bonnie's mom. But think about it. What if that was Luffy's mom? That's the whole issue, right? So if she's 4 years his elder, I don't know if I'm remembering my details wrong, but I think Kuma's 8 here. So she's 12. Dragon's 55 now, something like that. God Valley took place like 38 years ago. That makes Dragon 17. 17 right now. So she's 12, he's 17. We wait like 10 years. So Dragon's like 27, she's 22. Luffy's 21 right now. So I guess she must survive for a long time. But yeah, they would have like Luffy like 30 years later. Not 30, 20, something like that. I don't know. I have to go to the next one. How do I go to the next one? Also, this part ended. They're not going to freaking show rocks. But I think it... They showed him earlier and he had like long hair and all. He looked kind of badass like Dragon. But at this point, I want him to look like Buggy. If he's just Buggy, but he's like insane strong. That'd be so weird. Now you look at Buggy like, bro, you're supposed to be freaking 5 billion level. Look, the chapter's even called Guinea. This is the new one. Okay, chapter's called Guinea. What do we got here? Cover request by Takashi. Kuma catching salmon in the river. Whoa. Hey, that's Guinea? Oh, but this is a request. It doesn't have to follow it doesn't have to be consistent, but whether that's Dragon's wife or Kuma's, they still survive for quite a bit, whether to give birth to Luffy or... You're catching it! Look how he's catching it! Okay, frick. Wait. Dude, they're freaking... How do I zoom in on this? Okay. 8 years after the God Valley incident, 30 years ago. I gotta freaking look at the visuals. 30 years ago. Okay, so this is 9 years before Luffy's born. And somewhere around there for Bonnie too. Help me, Kumachi. I've been coming here since your pa was around. It came as a nasty shock when you all went and disappeared on us. Who's saying this? Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. But it's comforting to know you grew into such a sweet boy. Oh, someone's talking to Kuma. I think your parents did a great job. I'm sure they're so proud of you becoming a bona fide clergyman. But I'm really bad at reading these chapters. I get confused easy. How do I freaking zoom out again? Pastor! 17 years old. Oh gosh, he's a pastor, dude. Didn't they say something like your father runs the church? Like for Kuma when he was a kid, something like that? There are hardly any youngins left in this country these days. It's no wonder we're getting poorer and poorer. What, is that the queen? Wow, what a relief. I feel so much better. Thank you. My hips aren't killing me. Next. Me next, whatever. We can't thank you enough. God bless your miracle hands. Can't you do this on weekdays too? Fat chance. Sundays only. This is Guinea. no one can hold Kuma. You know, get too much out of him. What she's so mad now. She was so kind when she was a kid. Where do you freeloading old bags get off asking for even more help? Damn, there are a bunch of old bags. This guy looks like Dong Chin Zhao. Haha, we've gotten the attention of little Miss Cheapskate. Quit flapping your gums. This isn't a nursing home. She's starting to look like... She's freaking look like Anna. What is this? She's starting to look like Bonnie. But I can still see that as Luffy's mom. A little less now, though, still. I'd tell you to wash your mouth out if you weren't such a cutie pie. I heard there's no end to the number of suitors that come knocking on our door. Can you tell her age? 21. Okay, I was right. So she's 4... That's the part. Okay, never mind. Ignore that part. Don't change the subject. Like, they literally said she's 4 years old. What I'm trying to remember is their age in general, not the gap. None of them have a chance with Kumachi here. Just looking into that calm face of his is enough to comfort anyone. You're too kind. You're the one who's too kind. He called them too kind. Look like a bird. To tell the truth, we'd love to donate and support our Kumachi, but we've all been struggling just to meet the celestial tribute recently. They have to give money or something. I'm sure you've heard about our new king, right? Oh, okay, so Kuma's gonna overthrow this sucker, and that's how he becomes the king. So what? Did Bonnie just transform into a grandma because all grandmas look the same or something? They say King Begori. No, it's a Begori. Is a gold? I'm so stupid. Cold-hearted monster. He's hell-bent on paying the tribute. He doesn't care about whether us old farts are too sick to contribute. If we can't, they'll lock us up. He's the one. Why did these like lower nobles even care about like the whole celestial god system? Like, you remember Stelly? He was like, I want to be a celestial dragon. Can you even become one? Aren't you supposed to have the blood? The other day, an acquaintance of mine ended up starving to death in their cell. Can you believe that? The frick? That's him. He looks so not innocent, but naive here. That miserly king of ours won't even feed his prisoners. He's even more of a cheapskate than you, Guinea. Yet he's happy to bend over backwards for the celestial dragons. If we don't stay in good health, we're gonna get killed. See, all the nobles are like this. I can get rid of any pain or mild illness you need me to, so please visit every week. Okay, so Kuma, he pulls the pain out of people, right? What happens, though? I mean, it sounds like you could just hide the bubble somewhere. Or, like, you could throw the bubble in the water and just pop and create, like, a shockwave. But is it dangerous that he's just taking the pain out of people? Oh, is that just a bubble of everyone's pain? Thanks so much, Kumachi. Freaking half moon. Look at him staring at it here. So yeah, he's just got a bubble of everyone's. This just looks as big as Luffy's. So Luffy, after that one fight was enough, it was the same as all these, like 100 grandmas. Huff. Maybe if no one takes it, it goes back into all the old people. Like whoever it came from. This sucker took it every time. No wonder he got so strong. Wow. This is especially why she's mad. And why she keeps calling Kuma too kind. I don't know, if you're in Kuma's footsteps, would you do the same? You shouldn't be too kind. Imagine him doing that to Zoro and Zoro surviving. You think he was impressed, or he's like, sucker, I've done this so many times. Nah, he is impressed. Dude, whenever I look at this, it keeps reminding me of that random girl from Skypia. They have no idea you're taking any of their pain, Kumachi. And you keep doing this week after week. It can't be helped. If someone doesn't shoulder their burdens, that pain and suffering of theirs just won't disappear. But he's directly solving it rather than solving the problem. Right? Like, their pain is probably from the noble, not treating them properly, the king. But he's patching them up instead of helping. That's why he's gonna end up overthrowing the king, I guess. It'll be left to Fest to return to haunt them again and again. More than anything, I'm just glad I can do something to help them feel happier. I'm sorry for putting you through this. I'll get tougher so you won't have to worry. That's not the point. We got a little food as thanks today. Let's eat up. Woohoo, dinner time. Okay, so still a glutton. But listen, so did a bunch of the people get devil fruits? Like Kuma, Ivan? The only three I can remember from that island are Kuma, Ivan, and then Guinea here. Did all three of them get devil fruits? Did Ivan get the hormone one from there? Okay, so they're eating. Look at this man's chin. 25 years ago. So 5 years have passed? 5 years have passed. Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I still agree with that. I can like imagine it. This tomboy mom for Luffy. Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Huh? We can. What the hell's with that reaction? Of course we can. You love me, right? Just admit it, you dope. Wouldn't it make you happy? I'm sure it would, but the thing is... Oh, his blood. Just take me. I'm the one with buck in your blood. My wife is normal. Please Wow, he's gonna recreate the same situation. He doesn't want to. I don't want to make you unhappy. Look at this. It's another article about those freedom fighters. Okay, if I remember, Dragon has a pirate crew before the Revs. Maybe I think that's what the freedom fighters are. They finally issued wanted posters for them. I want to see this bounty. After they incited riots in several countries, Dragon, he's so cool. He's like a hero. You look kind of freaking fat in that. You look like such a gag Sigma male character. One day I want to head out to sea and dedicate my life to saving people too. But this is like, how many years ago was this? 25 years ago. So this is 3 years-ish before Roger's executed, right? Bounties can still be high like this. I wonder what it is. Come on, you can't just say they issued bounties and not show them. What's happening here? Hello, is anyone home? Someone's knocking on the door. Guinea, our sweet muse. We had a massive haul today. Please help yourself. You know, too much smiling faces, it starts to freak you out like something bad's gonna happen. Thanks so much, Mr. Fishmonger. Is she throwing something? Because she knows they're here to get healed? Idiot. 22 years ago, something major happened. Okay, this is when Roger's executed. Right? You're telling me the same time as Roger's executed, this is happening? 22 years ago, something major happened. The people, you've kidnapped them. Let them go. Well, I'm not supposed to laugh at this. Save us, Kumachi. What are you yelling about, you big oaf? Are you trying to pick a fight with the royal army? That's treason, you know. What the frick? Okay, Kuma's yelling this. I thought they were telling Kuma because he like zapped people away or something. So the royal army came and took people away. Castle Town in the Kingdom of Sorbet when Kuma's 25. He's apparently pastor from the church. Some church in the southern province. Hey pastor, didn't you hear about the new law? We're allowed to do whatever we want to you southerners. You're planning on enslaving them? I won't let you pass it. Wait, he can use that offensively? Where did he get that from? Wow, he's a rebel. My liege, this new policy, but people might find it hard to swallow. What the frick? It's Usopp's dad. It is of no consequence. They'll soon grow accustomed to their new status before long. It won't bother them. They'll all come to see the Southerners for the vermin they are. What? My liege, this new policy. The people might find it hard to swallow. It is of no consequence. They'll soon grow accustomed to their new status. Okay, whatever, slaves. Before long, it won't bother them. They'll all come to see the Southerners for the vermin they are. Or just people in general will see the Southerners for the vermin they are. From this day forward, the borders of Sorbet shall stop at the edge of the northern province. Okay, Kingdom of Sorbet. The amount of celestial tribute is decided by a country's population, you see. Oh. Wow, I mean, that kind of sucks. Kuma's church. Old folks village. This is your freaking kingdom? This is a town. It's literally called Castletown. So they made the lower place lawless. We'll no longer be weighed down by all the old fossils in the south. We must cut out this cancer so the fittest of the glorious nation can thrive. Freaking Kuma's in jail. Here's Guinea. Haven't I seen this mess somewhere? In jail. Tell me, what made them arrest you too? We raised hell trying to get them to free you, Kumachi. But they gave us a thrashing in the end. Hehehe. Guinea, this country is on the brink of becoming a cesspool of bigotry and hate. King Bekori is a celestial dragon puppet. This new policy was given to him from on high. If you plan on starting a rebellion, you'll be signing up to fight the world government as well. And it's clearly that's what he's gonna decide. Wow, who are these guys? Yeah, your majesty, you must flee. I guess they've... Oh! Dragon's coming! You better reveal the sucker's bounty. Oh my god, Yvonne found dragon! As if we would let you escape. This is what you get. You want to be celestial dragon? You make me sick. So dragons already has a motive against the government here. Must have got it really early on. It also doesn't look like dragon was at God Valley. The king's been overthrown. His slavery laws are no more. Damn, Kuma doesn't overthrow him. This sucker did. The king's been overthrown. His slavery laws are no more. Thank goodness, I hated what this country is becoming. And so this mysterious band saved the kingdom of Sorbet from the corruption of the world government. The onset of the Great Pirate Era and the tragedy of O'Hara. Okay, the O'Hara stuff too spurred these freedom fighters to take up arms against the corrupt regimes of the world, starting numerous insurrections. Look what we've got here. Is that Sabo's hat? There was a Sabo before Sabo? That has nothing to do with Sabo. Sabo already had that hat as a kid. Yeehaw. This is crazy. Wait, it didn't take long for the two pillars of this movement to become three. Oh! It was just leader and like second in command. Now they have like a third. It's pretty simple. It didn't take long for the two pillars of the movement to become three, as Dragon Ivankov recruited Kuma to their cause. Wow, they're a big deal. Like, they're not just members of the Revs. These three are the like main part of the Revs. This organization would adopt a new name, one that echoed around the world, the Revolutionary Army. Is that Guinea? She has a gun? She's a part of the Revs. That's sick. Who's this, though? And this freaking sketch of a man here. That's so cool. Ivan went and found Dragon. I thought the freaking F-bomb was dropped here. We're still lacking funds. Is this Dragon? Look at this man's... I wasn't even looking at him. 3 stars? Does this mean something? Look, he looks like he's got like some navy outfit on. Some military outfit on. He don't got his tattoos yet. We're still lacking funds. For now, we must act like mercenaries, supporting those who already have a will to topple their monarchs. Fueling their rebellious spirits. Wait, for now we must act like mercenaries. supporting those who already have a will to topple their monarchs, fulfilling their rebellious spirits. So they're playing the bad guys to the norm. All our recruits get weapons trained and drilled into them. I don't want us to grow into a boundless army. I want us to grow into a boundless army spread throughout the world. Where'd you learn about weapons, Dragon? I spent some time with the... He's a Navy man. People freaking had this theory that he was an admiral or something. If it says unfortunately I found no justice there, he had to have a proper position in the Marines, or it doesn't make sense, you know? It could make sense, but you're not supposed to just be like a poo-poo captain and then see like a couple bad things pirates do, or a couple bad things maybe the Marines did, and be like, nah, F this. It makes sense on a small scale, but it would make better sense if he had a proper position of leadership and saw how ass everything was, and then saw how ass everything was. Fortunately, I found no justice there. Marine or revolutionary? He's a man determined to help others. You can rely on me, Dragon. Damn, this man's face is so huge. You won't regret joining us. Well, I'll be. Look who's back. Why didn't you? If time is gonna pass, why don't you show me his bounty, his old one? Well, I'll be. Look who's back. Okay, if he's the leader of freedom fighters and he's picking fights with the government, I think he'd be at least at like a billion. But then also, like, I noticed, don't they have like really low bounties for the revs? Like they're all like 300 million. So it's like they don't, like, the government wants to hide their bounties. But he's just a pirate captain, a freedom fighter, right? Oh, the O'Hara stuff was Dragon meeting the Vegapunk at O'Hara, right? Okay, so he met with Vegapunk, then met up with Ivan, and then came here. Well, I'll be. Look who's back. I'll be coming home every now and then. I worry about you all. You're so sweet, Komachi. And thus, another 8 years would pass. The sun would continue to rise and set like normal until... Give me some juice. 14 years ago, a certain kin... Is that Guinea? She's knee deep into this now. She's murked like 50 billion men now. Okay, 14 years ago, Sorbet Kingdom. So this is way after Roger's executed. You look so excited, Guinea. Okay, she looks like Bonnie. Is it that obvious? Can you blame me though? We're so close to the day where we get to link up with Komachi's squadron. I'm so happy I can hardly breathe. Wow, so they really did spread throughout the world. Captain of the Revolutionary Army's Eastern Forces. Is that the same title they gave to those 4 weirdos? The girl with the spirit boosting, the crow man, the big digging guy, and the other one. So she died and someone took the position. Captain of the East Forces. Captain Kuma, that lucky dog. He's won the heart of the lady we all admire. Huh? You creeps admire me? Gross. Your words sting. Revolutionary Army's headquarters, Baltico. Damn, they had that as their headquarters for a long time. Dragon. Guinea's been captured? Oh, so it's these people here who just stepped. The enemy took us by surprise. Please forgive us. Okay. So does it end there? It ends there. Okay, look, this man's grown up. He's got the tattoos! He gets them after Roger's execution. Why would someone... Did they specifically go after her? Wait a minute. If it's 14 years ago, that means Bonnie's already born. So Guinea can die here. Wonder who freaking Luffy's mom is then. Like, obviously, maybe the show just never reveals it, but... Someone captures Guinea. I don't know what to make of this. It doesn't leave me with like a lead to really think about. Only thing I can think is like these guys had this as their headquarters for like 14-ish years. A certain kingdom. Kind of reminds me of Totland back there, but these guys wouldn't go after pirates. Man, it makes them look really cool. These guys are a giant crew, but they only target the government. The only thing I can think is it's just the world government who's trying to slowly take down the revs. So they managed to capture one of the big 4. It'd be Dragon, Ivan, and Kuma, and then the 4 captains, and then the army. So they managed to get one of the armies. I mean, it doesn't totally not make sense. I mean, they're probably in enemy territory or something, right? They just overtook this land. So there could be still people there. All right, listen, I might do this every week, but I'm not good at reading manga, as you can see. Reading this on camera kind of helps me understand it a bit more because I have to explain my thoughts. I guess if I were to predict what's going to happen, okay, Guinea's captured. She's going to get killed. And then maybe some of her last words or something will make Kuma want to turn himself into a robot to help people. There's also in an old chapter like Kuma holding up Bonnie, right? And he's got glasses on. I guess that happens in between all this. Why do they call him the king though? Former king. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Also, if chapter 1100 soon, usually big things happen at those, right? Like, give me some bounty or something. Alright, I'll see you next week.